You guys are the bomb. That was
Oh.
crazy.
Oh
my
shit.
God.
Oh my god.
That was a crazy tribal. But the craziest one in this tribal was Erica. Like, anong iniisip niya? Super confident ni Te. Like, where is that confidence coming from?
Dakota and Kenneth are two people that like I feel very loyal to in the game. Dakota is my ride or die. Like, we agreed we would not write each other's names down. We would not we would be looking out for each other. And that is something that both of us like genuinely stuck to.
Like, you see everyone already rooting for Dakota. And you're still for loyalty. Loyalty in the cost of you actually potentially winning this game. That's just crazy. And stupid.
And still, dahil hindi naman nakapag-decide and rock happens, I think the Survivor Gods wants me to win since I stayed in the game and Ken got rocked out.
Shinira, you voted for me. And because of that, you drew up. That is why you are going home. I don't know what accent I did, but yeah.
I'm happy for multiple reasons that Kanita is gone. It's one less throat that I have to cut, but in essence, I was a reason why she went home. I had a connection strong enough with Erica to save me.
Sorry, Kenita. Hindi para sa yung win na to. Para sa akin. Cheers.
They're like, this is gonna be crazy. Also, like, not gonna lie, like, we are an elite Final Five.
I know!
I know.
Like, this is actually a really solid Final Five. So, going into the end game, we actually, so me, Dakota, and Kat are the remaining three of that four. And we thought, like maybe, like, I was thinking, like, maybe this would be an ideal Final Four. Like, we're all original Arakoa. We have that bond. Like, we all played, like, different games, but we all were still, like, pretty in sync for the most part.
Obviously, with my position in the game, I don't feel comfortable, but I'm happy that I got this far on my own terms, with everything that I've actually done and contributed to the game. But going here, obviously, nandito na ako sa Final Five. I won't go down without a fight. I feel like there is still a chance for me to actually reach the end, and that's where my head's at right now. Going to the end and actually winning it all.
Reaching Final Five, I feel untouchable. I have not won one individual immunity challenge so far. I've only received one vote, and I have one idol in my pocket. Here I come, Final Three.
I know that I'm very close to the final tribal council, so I just have to be strong for myself and just try to win immunities, try to be social with everyone, like do what you gotta do and hope for the best.
Alright, Final Five, welcome to your next individual immunity challenge. Here we go. Once again, immunity is back up for grabs. For this challenge, I will be showing you a series of colors one by one. All you have to do is memorize them. Once I ask you to show the colors, you will show them also one by one. You write them down one by one, and whoever messes up the colors or doesn't get it right is eliminated from the challenge. Last person standing wins individual immunity. Safe from the vote, sure spot in the final four. So for this first round, we'll be doing 6 colors. Okay? Here we go. Right? Here is your first caller. Second caller. Third caller. Next caller. Next caller. Last caller. Share your answers. Correct answer is red. Dakota, you're out of the challenge. Right, the next caller. Right, show your answers. Purple is correct answer. Right. Last caller of the sequence. Okay, show your answers. Correct answer is white. Right. 4 people left. Here, we are now going to 7 callers per sequence. Hands up. Show your answers. Right. So, Bing, what do you think? Are you gonna be the winner of the challenge, or are you gonna be the next one out?
I'm out, obviously.
Right. I can tell you that the right color is blue. Sorry, Bing, but you're out of the challenge. 3 people left. Next caller. Show your answers. Red. Input the last caller. Show your answers. Correct answer is yellow. Right. Now move on to 8 colors. Yellow, which means Erica is out of the challenge. Now left with Kenneth and Ate Katz. Kenneth and Katz move on to 9. We move on to 9 colors in the sequence. This is the record since Anarchy. 9 colors. Here we go, guys.
Never.
Hands up. Here we go. First color. Second color. First color, guys. Show your answers. White. This is correct. Next color. Show your answers. Right. One wrote blue, one wrote purple. One person got it right. Congratulations. Kenneth, you are the winner of our immunity challenge. Safe from the vote. As for the rest of you, one of you will be the 14th person voted out of Zoomvivor PANGAEA and the 6th member for jury.
Guys, I feel like we can talk here, so I'll just go to the beach. Honestly, I'll just I feel like
Go
when
ahead.
when we're talking here, we're more honest, I guess, rather than talking in Messenger. So yeah, if somebody wants to talk to me, I'll be at the beach. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, I can go to the beach with you first.
Okay, okay,
Well,
okay. I'll go there. I said to everyone that hey, if you wanted to talk to me, I'm here in the breakout room because I know that some people will plead for them to stay.
but I
And
mean, we all have our stories. Like, you guys can make
I know.
your cases as much as I can make cases. The quota as well. So I don't know. I feel like we can tough it out as four. If you guys are open to that.
Mhm. I want to ask like earlier you were targeting the quota and now you're targeting Ate Cats. Like I want to know what's the pros of keeping you and removing Ate Cats in this game.
Honestly, I feel like I have more of a connection with Dakota. Just on a personal level. And I feel like you both won't vote for him. So obviously I won't go for him.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. That's just, me making myself out of the game already. Yeah, I feel like Atikat is the one I'm most distant to. So, again, personal relationships.
How about you,
Yeah, no,
Erica?
for sure.
Because I wasn't able to talk to her as much as I've talked to you guys, obviously.
Was it just us now?
I think so.
What do you think?
I know that I know Bing wants me out because I'm the least connection, and I don't think, and I don't know. Erica is asking me as well in Messenger if it's time for Bing to take her out. I'm
Like
not
I
sure
said,
if
there's nothing changed. Like you, Erica, and me. Final 3.
Mhm.
That's for me. I promise you. I will entertain being. Well, I mean, even not even then, because the idols are gone. So straight up, like, I that's what I want for the final 3. I really do.
The last tribal was because I didn't tell anyone about my advantage or my idol.
Yeah.
So if I
Yeah,
told
I called you
someone,
out for that. You were honestly
If I
the first
actually-
person I just thought of.
if I actually told someone that I have it, then I could have convinced people to actually go for just one person. It can be the quota, it can be not, but I feel like that could have been better. So now I'm telling you, I have one last advantage up my sleeve. And if you want to make a move, I am willing to make a move with you guys.
What's your advantage?
It's
You don't
an
mind me
idol.
asking.
Yep, it's
You
an
have wait
idol.
another. Wait,
Yeah.
another?
But I feel
It's
like
an
all
idol.
of the idols are played until
Yeah,
final 6.
So you can play until 6 the normal idol, but they have the most powerful one at final 5. Which
Wait,
you
is
can
this the one you play after the vote?
You guessed it right. I can play this after the votes, even at final 5. Because I feel like they know that immunity idols can be played only at final 6. But now, given my identity as the idol queen and idol hunter, this is my last play. I have nothing to lose. If this goes well, then good job. If not, I came down with all that I have in me.
Erica just messaged me and said, Bing says she has an idol. It is final 5. You can no longer play idols.
Yes, you cannot. And also, it was like announced in the last tribal council that this is the last time you can use an idol, right?
That's what he said, yeah.
So Bing is just trying to shake us a 3 to vote me or you out with Erica, using Erica. They're trying to persuade Erica right now.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Okay. Erica
Okay.
is staying there. Okay. Do you think it was real? Like
I don't know. I just messaged Dakota about it, and like I don't know.
I feel like it's not real. Like it's.
I can't tell if that's her. Cause also okay, if you notice, I'm a dumb bitch. I was like, oh, is that the one you can play? So like, now I don't know. Like,
Uh-huh. Like right now, I feel like it's not you. I don't think
wait,
it's
okay.
you.
Dakota just pointed out to me that James said last round was the first time the last time you can use it. Wait, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said at the very end, he was like, if you have a hidden immunity idol, now would be the last time to do so, and you would like to play it, now would be the last time to do so. It would be unparadox for a power to be used this late in the game, I think.
Between Erica and Dakota, to be honest with you, mas close ako mas may connection ako kay Dakota. Kaya nahihirapan ako. Ang hirap magboto ng medyo may connection ka na, to be honest. Magiging, na ako, flat out honest na ako sa'yo ngayon. So, kung gusto mong iboto si Erica, okay lang. Kung gusto mong iboto si Dakota, okay lang din. Iko-consider ko yon since lilima na lang tayo dito. Masakit, pero kailangan gawin.
Pero if pumayag ako na i-vote out si Erica, sino?
Wag mo ako isi-sell out dun,
No, promise, no. Sino pong pwede nating makuha? Kasi syempre dalawa lang tayo.
Si Ken.
Si Ken.
Si Ken, most likely magboboto yan ng foreigner.
Gets.
Hindi ako sure. Pero right now, ewan ko kung niluluto din ba ng mga foreigner na yung boto ako.
But I mean, Kenneth, like I don't care if Erica hears this, because if you want to do this final three, that's awesome. But I did mean what I said when, I'm glad that we both survived that vote.
Me too.
And I think it's something else that
I did not want to send either of you home. Like, I could not do it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is my final tier because of course I'm targeting Bing and Ate Kaki, since I targeted her like last tribal council. I feel like it will be hard for us to reconnect, especially since like the game.
Yeah.
is
Like,
I just want you two to know, because I'm being completely open, that I'm just, Bing is asking me what's kind of going on, and I said that I'm picking your brains about the cat vote. And she said, and I told them about my last idol. Here we go.
Unless mag-all Pinoy para si Erica na yung i-vote out natin. Since, I know you're loyal to Dakota.
This point kasi, yung loyalty medyo manipis na. May extent din naman yung loyalty. At alam naman niya yun. And kaya nga siguro nakakaramdam na ako na baka iboto na rin ako nung dalawa this time. Kaya parang kaya open ako to vote anyone.
Okay. Coming into tribal, I really hope may naniwala sa bluff ko and that they will vote out Kat. Again, I feel like the four of us with Dakota, Erica, and Kenneth is a deserving final four outside Kat. And I hope they just bought my bluff. That's my only hope in this tribal council.
Final five, we now bring in the members of our jury, with Kenita voted out last tribal council. And the jury can now know that Kenneth won last immunity challenge. Okay. Final five. Dakota, now we're at final five. Can you give me a reason why people should take you to the end?
Because there's no up in the air guessing, nervous poops having, I'm loyal. Like, I played a loyal game, straight shot game. There are flaws in my game. There are holes in my game. So, and no one is perfect at this game. And even the most perfect players don't win. And that's point blank period in that. So I feel like I have just as good of a chance as anyone else. So I don't feel as if like any of the events that culminated at the last tribal council should necessarily detriment my opportunity to make it to the end at this point. And I'm not even thinking about that as crazy as it really sounds. If I survive this vote, there's still a whole nother round that we have to make it through before we can even begin to say, hey, I did it.
All right, fair enough. How about you, Bing? Why do you think it should be taken to the end?
Technically, I don't have any allegiance with anyone. Obviously, I'm trying. I'm not giving up, obviously, because I'm still here. Why not fight, right? So, taking me to the end just means you are taking someone who is trying her best, but at the same time, as Dakota mentioned, nobody's game is perfect. I may have found idols, but I didn't play them right all the time. I wasn't always on the right side of the votes. I voted out some of my original alliances. And again, there are a lot of things that I've done that couldn't be attributed to me. Again, as I mentioned, they're under the radar players. And if they sit in the final, they could divulge all the moves that they made and actually initiated.
Who are the people that you're pertaining to?
As I mentioned before, I feel like Erica, Dakota, and Kenneth actually have a lot of things to prove, things that they have proven, I mean. So I feel like the three of them actually have a good shot at winning the game. But I feel like it's up to them who among the three of them could potentially win it all, depending on who is sitting there with them. So, yeah, those are the three names that I'm gonna throw.
All right, Erica. So, relating to all of those questions, do you see a final seat with your name on?
I mean, don't we all want to see that, James?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, like, I hope so. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. So, like, I'm not gonna, like, say, like, oh my gosh, I totally see myself in Final Tribal. Like, you never know what to expect in this game. Like, I want to see a Final Tribal seat, obviously, with my name on it, but I can't say right now that I can 100% see that because you really don't know what is ever going to happen in this game. It's constantly changing.
All right, final five. I want to ask you guys one thing. At this point, what do you value? Do you value loyalty? Do you value your chances at the finals? Do you value challenge performance at this vote?
I actually value total gameplay. So that's strategy, mainly strategy actually in social games. So those are the 2 points I'm looking at.
Say loyalty and pretty much just loyalty in this aspect because gameplay, I know the way I want to play, like Erica said, like Bing said, we know the ways that we want to play and we're playing it and we're making it this far. We made it to the final 5 playing the way we did. So unfortunately, it doesn't really matter if anyone likes how we play our games or not.
I mean, I've said this like in past tribals too. The thing I value the most in the game is honesty. I'm going to, like, if I was in the jury, I would vote for the person who played the most honest game. Obviously, I want to vote for somebody who played hard, but playing the honest game is honestly what I look for in people.
For me, it's same as Dakota. It's loyalty and connection. Immunity is a big part of it, but basically, if you don't have it, then you won't make it here.
For me, I value total gameplay because when you are, it's not just when in the final 3, it's not just about who played the best game, but also who is in the final 3 because I know that people might have similar gameplays depending on the perspective. Depending on the perspective that you're looking at. So that's my answer.
Okay, seems pretty clear that you guys value different things. Let's now see if your alliance, the people playing with you now, value you or see you as expendable because it is now time to go. Good luck.
You are like a cat. with 9 lives. And I'm sorry, but I'm the truck that's gonna come along and run you over. I hope you go. Not personal, but I'm nervous, so I just hope you go. I'm sorry. Good game.
So I am still voting for Kat because I feel like I just wanna dream big and really want that final 4 with Ken, Erica, and Dakota because I feel like the 4 of us are the most deserving ones.
Right. And now I have the votes. I'll read the votes. First vote. Bing. Cat. 1 vote Bing, 1 vote Cat. Bing. It's 2 votes Bing. 1 vote Cat. The 14th person voted out of Zoomvivor PANGAEA and the 6th member of our jury. Bing. Bing, for this vote, that's 3. That is enough. Any final words for your tribe?
I have one last advantage. So I just want to be actually. Joke lang. Just kidding.
Stop! Stop!
So yeah, so real. Much. Good luck to all of you. You guys deserve to be there. Kill it. Bye.
Right, Bing, with that being said, tribe spoken. Final 4. This is it, guys. You're 1 challenge away from reaching the end of Zoomvivor PANGAEA. How do you feel? Top 4, Kenneth.
I feel tired, but I'm so close to final 3 and hoping for a win. So let's
Ate
go.
Gats, how do you feel? You got all your goals. Final
Yes.
4. How do you feel right now?
Final 4. Ito na yung pinakamalayo ko narating, James.
Oh,
Really?
Yun na yung pinakamalayo kong narating, naiiyak ako. This is the farthest placement
Highest placement.
I got
Yeah.
in by playing Survivor. So I'm really, really happy about it.
I'm so excited.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I really didn't expect myself to be sitting here when I first started playing.
Me
Oh, I didn't
too.
either. I had no idea what to expect.
There were several times in the game where I was like, "It's probably GG." Like, if not me, then like my game is gonna like implode. You know?
Yeah, no, I feel like we've each had like those moments low key. Like it's like
I'm
So proud of us, though. What an accomplishment! What an achievement! I'm
I
proud
know,
of us.
right? Let's go. Fucking 4.
for us, Erica, it's really lucky that we got here because we went to a rock.
We did go to Rocks Cat. We have that bond going for us. Like we both know the stress of rocks. Like shout out to the wheel.
Right. The wheel of
Literally.
heart attack. Thank God we never have to see that again. Well, at least in this season.
Alright, final immunity. Let's go. For this final challenge, there will be 4 sand pits that will be given to you. All you have to do is dig, and each sand pit is a sandbag with a number attached to it. Once you get a sandbag, you place it on the last slide and proceed to the next one. After you get all 4 sandbags, you have to use those 4 sandbags, the numbers in there, to unlock a link that will need to be filled in with 3 sandbags. The numbers, I mean. Right? It will lead you to a puzzle, and then the first person who finishes the puzzle wins final immunity. For final immunity, survivors ready, and go. You can open it. Right? It will lead you to 4 sand pits that you have to dig through to get the numbers right. It's a lot of sand to dig through. Accidentally copies and pastes the sand into the last bag.
Go. Damn it.
Right. Dakota with his first sandbag. Now he could proceed to the second sand pit. Kat finally opens Google Slide, is now using the app. She's now starting to dig. Kat is in this. Finally. Let's see if Kat can catch up. Dakota now trying a different location for the sand pit. Dakota got sand. Erica has found her 4th and is done with digging. She can now go to the combination and try out the numbers. Kat digging in several spots at the same time. I wonder how she does it, but she's doing it anyway. Dakota now on his 4th and final sand pit. Ken with his 2nd bag. He can now start with his 3rd. Dakota and Erica now trying to figure out the combination. Kat still not giving up. She's now trying different spots. Erica got the combination. She now is starting on the puzzle. Dakota trying a different combination. Seems to have a bit of problem with the link.
Oh my god.
Ken still digging. Starting with the border. Erica now finished the border. Now she's gonna go to the center part. Quickly getting it done. Now getting her momentum. It's now a race. Kenneth and Kat are still not out of it. And Kenneth inching closer to digging the 3rd sandbag, and his has the 3rd sandbag now.
I feel like I already ate all the sand here and I can still see anything.
Oh my gosh.
Now he sees something, now he screams in the light. I think he already saw something. Ken seeing the 4th sandbag. Now inching closer.
Oh my god. Why is it
Still not over for Kat and Kenneth. They can still catch up.
Why is it here? Oh my god.
Dakota trying to try out some pieces. Trying to figure out the message.
James.
Alright. And with that, Erica wins final immunity. Only she is safe. Congratulations, Erica. You have won our final immunity. You are safe from the vote and a sure spot in the final tribal council. Right. Please stop sharing now. You can stop sharing, guys. And one of you will be the 15th person and the 7th and final member of the jury.
That was insane. There was so much sand in that. I had never felt such a rush in my life. Like, winning this immunity, I think, was the most crucial immunity that I needed to advance myself in this game. I am in the final 3 now. And that is crazy. Like, oh my gosh. I'm so happy.
I love Erica. I'm proud of her. She made it. She did it. She did the damn thing. She, just like I, started this game with the intention to make it to Final Tribal Council, and literally beat me by a matter of what probably could have been a minute of me catching up on that puzzle.
I am really proud that I made it to the final four. This is my first international org, and I'm just really proud of myself right now. If I go home, which I hope that's not gonna happen, but if I did, I had no regrets.
Erica won. And I think na secured na ako sa final 3 since Dakota, Erica, and I parang nag-pitch na kami together na kami ang final 3. So, what are we going to do with Kenneth?
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations, though. Wow.
Thank you.
What was the code?
I asked Erica na since hindi mo kayang iboto si Dakota, sige ako na lang ang boboto kay Dakota, and Kenneth and Dakota will do the fire making. So sana yun ang mangyari since alam ko is final 3 na talaga kami.
I told Kat that I actually felt like it's going to be me who's going home. So I told Kat that I was begging that I hope that us two can stick together and vote Dakota out, because I really don't want to. I know that Dakota and Erica is a pair, and I don't want the two of them to have the control on who should go home between me and Kat. So
Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited that I won, and that I'm in Final Tribal. But now I have to choose who comes with me between my game friends. Oh my god, these are all allies of mine. Okay, I did not expect this to be such a hard position. With Dakota's the ride or die. We promised we would never write each other's names down, and we both have stuck to that. We did play similar games, so that could be a con when going into tribal or Final Tribal. We did stick together, but I feel like we also both branched off enough that people on the jury will see that.
I manipulated. I had to manipulate her in an aspect. I had to bring up the fact that we went to Rocks together, that I saved her from Rocks, and that I've been with her since day one, that she would have a chance, because she is concerned. She's very concerned in the moment that I will take away from her game.
I honestly don't remember. I just tried typing random numbers. I wish I could tell you. It was a combination of the 81, or no, I put the 44 thirst, I think. I'm honestly really torn right now on what I need to do, and I didn't think this position would be as hard as it is, when I see it on TV and when I see other people here, but it honestly, it is, and this could make my game, which is even more scary. Oh god, what am I gonna do?
I'm out for myself. If you haven't got this yet, I'm solely Team Dakota. And that's how I'm going to be until the season ends, because I'm here to play for no one else but myself. So, let's see what happens.
Hello, guys. We'll now bring in the members of the jury with Bing voted out last tribal council. And I can let the jury know that Erica has won the final immunity challenge. Okay, final 4. This is it. Erica, you are the only person who will be a sure spot in final 3. And that was one way to win it, by winning immunity. How do you feel right now, and how do you feel that you have the power potentially to.
It's definitely scary. Like, I'm obviously really excited that I'm gonna be in Final Tribal. Like, going back to your question from before, now I can see the scene. But I don't know. It's definitely a lot. Like, I didn't imagine that I would be in this position, and it's a lot harder than I expected. Just because I like have formed individual relationships with each of these other three players, so it's a lot harder of a decision. Like, I like having the comfort of like, I'm going to be in Final Tribal. I want that final immunity. But at the same time, it does suck having to be the one who makes the decision of like who stays and who goes with me.
Mm-hmm. So what's your basis on who you want to take with you?
Well, I base it off a lot of things. So first, I want to be sitting up there with people that I feel like were true to me throughout the game, and people that that I would enjoy genuinely being there with. Like, and then another part of it is just genuinely like, who could I be? Simple as that. Because obviously, like, I don't want to make the mistake of taking a huge threat, but also like I want to take the people that like I have formed bonds with. So it's just very conflicting, just kind of seeing like the different like factors that I have to play with for this. Like, it's never something I've really thought of. So right now it's it's definitely getting real for me, James. But I'm glad to be in the position that I am in.
Right, that's fair. All right, for the three of you guys, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of scrambling, of course, a lot of pleading, a lot of things to be considered. But one thing that we can notice here, that there are 2 Americans and 2 Filipinos. Cats are expecting a tie to happen.
No,
You don't know?
I'm not really sure. Yes, but the thing is, right now we are thinking that who are the person that you think you can beat
Mm-hmm.
in the final tribal council, who you would think jury will choose you over them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah.
All right, Dakota. Same question for you is, why should they keep you and take you to the end?
I mean, that's a very tricky question within itself, because the simple answer is, at this point, they owe me nothing. No one owes anyone anything. This is the final round, really. At its basis, at its simplest, but of course, then like you go into how you played and who you played with. I told the people who I wanted to play with that I wanted to play with them and make it to this point. I know that the games that we played are different, and they're similar, and they're different, and they're up and they're down and they're low and they're high. But I think there's something that should be said and not underestimated, and that we made it to Final Four. So your game is great as is. If you like are literally sitting at Final Four, you are knocking on the gates of heaven, and you had to have had a good game, seriously, to make it to this point. There are so many people in that jury. Bing, Brian, Kanita rocked out. Seriously, all of those games are great. Even all the way back to Charlene and Costas. They made jury for a reason. So I don't want people to discredit their games. I understand you have to view them in comparison to someone else's, but we all played great games. That's the point. And I've been loyal with mine, and I've been truthful. And I think, I hope that's what brings me.
Okay. How about you, Kenneth?
What's the question again? I'm sorry.
Why should they keep you and take you to the end?
Well, I think you guys should keep me because I feel like I did not like do my and someone did a better game than me, and I really don't know what to say right now, but what I said earlier is that I can say that I was really being honest with you guys when I talked to you earlier with those with that 15 minutes. like that was my thoughts, and I hope that you're having the same thoughts as mine. That's it.
All right. I guess everything has been laid out already, and the only person who is sure for the final tribal is Erica. So now we find out who will be joining her, because it is now time to vote. Good luck.
Compared to the other two, I think you have the most chance of winning. So for you to have your most glory, do the fire making. I know you can do that.
I didn't want it to come down to this, but I have some promises that I needed to keep.
Okay, final four, good luck. I now have the votes. I will read the votes. First vote, Dakota. Kat. One vote Dakota, one vote Kat. Kat, that's 2 votes Kat. 1 vote Dakota, 1 vote left. th person voted out of Zoomvivor PANGAEA, the 7th and final member of the jury. Will be determined after the challenge because we have a tie between Dakota and Kat. Alright. This is how it's gonna go. Both of you will be solving our fire making puzzle. First person to finish is the last person to fill in our final 3. Congratulations, Ken. That means you are now part of the final 3. You will get to plead your case to the jury. And now we'll find out between Kat and Dakota. 3, 2, 1, start. This is a classic slide puzzle. A very familiar logo. Kat now starting to slide through. Dakota starting to slide through now. Kat trying to get some pieces in.
James!
Right. Dakota finishes his puzzle, which means Dakota, congratulations. You are part of the final 3, which means Kathy, you are the 15th person voted out of Zoomvivor PANGAEA and the final member of our jury.
Congrats, Dakota.
Thank you. I'm so sorry, Kat. I'm so sorry, but you did
I'm so
great.
sorry.
Good game, Ate Kat.
Yeah, congrats, guys.
Kat, you made it so far.
Yeah, you deserved it. You deserved it.
And
You three deserved it. As Bing says.
Thanks, Kat. You've killed it.
Thank you so much, Kat.
right, with that, Kat, tribe has spoken. Right, final 3. Kenneth, Dakota, and Erica. You guys now have a shot of pleading your case to the jury, and one of you will be the winner of Zoomvivor PANGAEA.
Casting for Zoomvivor 6 is now open. Check out our Facebook page for more details.
Super fun! I mean, honestly, during the first few challenges nung pre-merge pa, it was really kind of iffy, medyo nababagalan ako and all that. Pero after another tribe swap, I was like so into it already. Na feeling ko, you know, I'll exert all my effort and just play the best game I can play. But I feel like if I don't do much, like going with the under the radar strategy, I feel like that would also backfire in me if ever I reach the end with a UTR game. I feel like, you know, perception's reality, so people might not think I'm that deserving. So I'm actually quite contented with how I played the game. Obviously, still a bummer that I didn't get to the end, but yeah, I'm satisfied. I did the best I could.
I'm also proud of myself of reaching this far because you see, I'm not prepared. I was not really prepared about this. It was like a day before when James told me that he needed a replacement, and it was very sudden. So when I said yes, I was not prepared that I would be going this far, and that's why I'm really proud of myself. And I build connections that really significant to the game. That's why my social games are like increasing now. You know, so yeah, I'm not sad of what happened. I was kind of prepared for it, and I expected it, but sayang lang din that I didn't make it to the FTC. It's just this close, but those three deserve to be there, and I'm happy.